Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this is the last part of this keying in Nuke tutorial series where we are doing a step-by-step keying process from start to end. This is the last part of this tutorial series, and in this one we are merging the FG with BG, and also we are doing some edge blending and doing additives. And as you can see, I already did this comp and I will show you what I did and what you have to look. This is the whip version. What is the whip basically is close to final but not the final. I will show you this is the version I render, and I will quickly show you the quality. Okay, so as you can see, this is the whip version. I have downloaded this background. I will show you the background and all the other stuff. So as you can see, this is the quality I'm getting currently. If I zoom in a little bit, let me just see where the defocus is start. It's starting like here. So I'm just adding this one. So because the defocus part is not that much interesting, because we can't see the hair, but we do see this part. I will talk about this one later because we have very bright background. So let's see this one first and play this one in a bounce, so it will play backward also. So as you can see, this is the hair quality we are getting. So as you can see here and all the good edges, as you can see. So this is the key quality is required in the industry. See this guy. See this, we are getting all the bokeh and everything here. So still we need to refine, we still need to do a little bit edge blending here because this is not looking good. So first of all, let's see the girl, because she have a lot of hair and we need to maintain every detail on the hair as much as possible. So as you can see this here, if I play this part, as you can see, we all the hairs, as you can see in this one, we are maintaining as much as possible, but we are also seeing some issues. So if you close a look here, as you can see, we have some flickering here and we need to fix that. And in the top also, as you can see, we have some noises and we also have some flickering. And in here also, as you can see, we are maintaining all the hairs, but we have this issue. And here also, as you can see, little bit of flickering, but as you can see, we are keeping all the nice hair details here. Let's see how we did this. Before we going to the additive and all the edge blending stuff, first thing we need to see the background. So the background is very important. We need to choose the background very carefully so it matches with the perspective, the light direction of the FG plate that we have currently in this one. As you can see, this girl. As you can see, this girl, I have this side light here, and this is this is a rim light, you can say that, and this is the key light. Okay, and this is the backlight she have, as you can see. So I try to find similar kind of background from the internet, and I got this one. So as you can see, in this one we have this side of light which is justifying this light, and this backlight is justifying this one, the top light. I think the two lights is good, and this is the foreground light for this girl also, so it's not affecting the background. Let's first go to the BG before we go into the merging the BG and edge blending and all that stuff. So in the top, as you can see, I downloaded a lot of background. You can try that. I will provide you this script. If you subscribe to my Patreon account, you will get the whole script and all this background. So as you can see, all the backgrounds I line up with that thing. As you can see, I have all the backgrounds. I try to keep this one is looking very good, but I need that indoor one, so I use this one, and I did color correction, as you can see, and I'm using my key mix node also here, and a little bit of the black match and transform and the match move. So with that one, I'm getting this perspective, as you can see, matching with my plate also, and little bit of defocus and all that stuff. I'm not gonna go into the deep in this one. This is the final output I got, and I render this one. So always make sure you have to render, you have to do a pre-comp. So make sure you do a pre-comp everywhere in your script, so it will be much faster and you can work smoothly and very efficiently. So as you can see, before I did this defocus setup, and then I pre-comp this one. So this is the BG is looking now, as you can see. Turn this off so it will play faster. So as you can see, the defocus and tracking is animated. Make sure you find a similar kind of perspective and lighting in your background when you are doing a compositing, especially in the keying. And in the end, I did a little bit exposure down. So as you can see, 0.5 minus 0.5 goes down, and this is my background is ready. I did a lot of things here. Let me turn off everything. And if you remember, in the last one where we were doing a Despill, we have this image like this. So let's disable everything, and we will see what I did here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the raw merging. I mean, this is directly like we are doing alpha copy and then pre-multing, and I'm disabling everything what I did here. I'm just merging with this merge with this background. See this background and this FG, and we are merging together, and we have this result. If I compare with this, the output I have, you see we have this much information recover. We have this issue as well. I will talk about why this is coming and where this is coming and how to solve this one. And as you can see, if I AB, as you can see, a lot of the hair detail we recover. As you can see, before, if you merge directly, you will see this issue. And in the back side also, see we have a hair detail here, but because the BG is so bright, we can't see the hair. See, in this one we recover the edges also, and in this side also, as you can see, little thin edges, small edges, as you can see, and a lot of the hair details here. And here also, see, and if I play this one, this guy also, as you can see, this part here, see, this is the directly merging. You see it's look like cutout. So if I on this one, as you can see in the defocus area also, this is the directly merging with the background, so without doing any treatment. So as you can see, and this is with treatment. See, in the defocus area we also recovering a lot of the edges and everything. As you can see, it's looking very nice. If I compare my output with my plate, as you can see, this is my plate, as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Here we are getting extra edges, so as we need to blend this one a little bit. We don't want to see this line. As you can see, we are seeing this line, but in the plate we are not seeing this. It's nicely defocused, so we need to adjust this one also, and little bit of treatment we have to do. But overall, this is the VIP version. It's looking very good. So let's see what I did here. So first thing first, what I did, I pre-multed here. Okay, after merging, what I did, if you see, the background is very bright. Okay, the value, if you see the value A863, it's very high, and the luminance also 6, it's very high. So what you need to do, we need to see the hairs, but we can't see because this background color is so bright, we can't see this thin hair. So what I did here, first thing I did, we have this alpha and all these hairs and all the good all this hair. So what I did here, so I take this one, and I take this alpha, and with my background I just gamma down this one. So as you can see, so this is the first thing I do. So I'm using the highlight suppressor, but you can also use a grade. If I do this like this, you just have to do gain down like that, and as you can see, you automatically seeing this hair. So what we are basically doing, we are reducing the values where our FG is. So here, as you can see, it's 1.2. If I disable this, it is 1.6. So we are reducing where we have the alpha, basically the FG alpha. So see, and now if we merge here, you will see we are seeing much more hair details, as you can see. So I'm using this one. So this tool is coming from the Nuke Survival toolkit. So this is the highlight suppress. I just kept the white point 10. It's giving me this result. So I use this one to overall, as you can see, in the entire plate. See here also and here also, because here we have this this wall, and reducing where we have this FG alpha. So if I merge this one, we have this improvement. So it's much better. If you just off this one, you will see we are seeing a lot of the hair details. And here also the issue is fixed, because this is so bright, it's eating, it's seeing through, because here we have a less alpha. In the edges we have a soft alpha, so that's why this brightness is eating. So we have to reduce down with our FG. So Now it's looking very good. So this is the first step. So the same thing I did in the similar areas. So if I turn this on, so this is this window part. If you check this BG, so this window is very bright. So I use the same technique here. I have a couple of rotos here. As you can see, this roto for this window, and I'm reducing more in this window area because our character, if you see this one, also the character is coming. If I on that one again, the same thing. See, we are getting this edge here, and I'm doing the same thing here, and this one is animated. So this one is for this back here. If I off this one, as you can see, I'm just targeting this back side with this roto. See, as you can see, I have this roto and animated here. Okay, and I try to improve this back side hair detail and the edge. As you can see, it's looking very nice here. Doing this alpha alpha gamma down on the BG. Now we have to check the Despill. Okay, because if you come here, we have to check the Despill according to the background actually. Okay, so as you can see, we need to blend this one because it's looking different color, and I think with some black edge issues here, as you can see. So we need to check the Despill. Okay, if the Despill is looking correct, I mean we want to see this nice edge color. As you can see, it's looking pretty good. So in this case, the Despill is pretty good because we are using the FG edge color by default, so we have a very nice Despill. Okay, so let's move on to the additive keyer. So how to do additive keyer, when to use the additive keyer, and how it's going to benefit on your keying process. So first of all, let's go back to the top of the script, and where we have this plate here, and as you can see, I have one shuffle here, and I created a channel which is called plate because in the additive we need a plate input. So I'm using a channel system in Nuke. So if you don't know about the channel system in Nuke, I have a dedicated video about it, so you can watch it here. Okay, so I created one channel which is called plate. If I go to the channel, as you can see, I have a plate and it's same as the RGBA. And as you can see in this side where we created a clean plate, I render that clean plate out. So always pre-comp everything. So I pre-comp this clean plate, and we are doing our soft key here, if you remember. And here, as you can see, I have another shuffle. So the B input connected to this main pipe, and the A input connected to this clean plate. So in this one, I take A input from this side RGB, and I create one channel called clean plate. So if I go here, we have a clean plate, because in the additive you need a plate and a clean plate also, and your background. 3 things you need when you are doing additives, as you can see. And in the downstream, I did here, I added one remove node, and I keep the RGBA and a clean plate, and then I pre-comp this one all together. So we have a alpha, also the clean plate here, and then these two are merging here. So in the copy where we did a Despill here, this is the Despill, and in the copy node, if I open this one, as you can see, I'm copying the alpha to alpha, and I'm also copying the clean plate into my B pipe, this main B pipe from the A input. So if I do a pre-mult here, and I have a plate, I have a clean plate, I have 2 things which I need when we are doing a additive. So in the Despill, I also did a pre-comp with the all channel set, so I can get the channels I can get a channels in a pre-comp. As you can see, I am merging here, and before I have this input is going up, which is our additive basically. If I enable the additive, and as you can see, we are getting a lot of the hair. We will talk about it in a bit. As you can see, we have a plate input here, and we have a clean plate here. We have this additive node here, and this is also coming from the Nuke server toolkit. If I take a raw one, additive keyer pro, as you can see, this is additive keyer pro, and see, if you check the input, we have this mask, and we have this clean, which is main, you need a clean plate, and this is the FG one, which means your plate, and this is the background. So if I connect the background and the FG to my plate, this clean is to my clean plate. If I view this one here, as you can see, you are seeing exactly the same. So this is the default one. I changed some settings to get this color, but if you check the hair details, they are looking similar, only the color is changing. If I show you this one, so this is my additive and this is all the setting I did here. So this is the additive directly applying to the background, but when you are doing additive, you have to do a locally. I mean, you need to do a separate additive for separate areas. So in this case, as you can see, I'm key mixing this one. When you are doing this one, you can also do a mask, but I prefer to do a key mix, so we can do some treatment here and here if it is required. So as you can see, I'm doing a key mix. I'm only key mixing, I think I'm key mixing couple of FG area. As you can see, the hair, entire head and the shoulder part, and as you can see this hand, this part also, and the door part, as you can see this one. So I'm keeping this one here in the first one, and then I did another additive. And as you can see, I have one more shuffle here which I created when we are doing this one, this gamma down treatment on the BG. After that, I created one more shuffle and I created one more channel called BG. So this is my final BG. So I'm using this BG because otherwise I have to plug this one here, so it will messy. So instead of I'm shuffling that background again. So as you can see, this background and this background is same. So I'm shuffling this one out and I'm shuffling this one. I'm doing the same additive here, but this one is bit strong, as you can see, compared to this one. And I'm key mixing this one again. So as you can see, in this one I'm targeting this hair, and as you can see, I'm retaining a lot of the hair details here in this part. And I'm animating this one also, because when this is defocus is starting from here to here, we don't need this one actually. So I'm just mix down this one to animate this one. This is the two additive I did here. In the production, you have to do multiple additive in the multiple areas if it is required. So this is a very basic additive setup here. So but we have a lot of rotos here, we have to do a lot of rotos, and I'm also using this edge from alpha to create. So if I show you, so this is my final matte. See, I'm using this one for this edge hand, for this hand part, and all the rotos, the normal rotos we did in Nuke. So this is the additive I did here, and then I'm merging here. Now you will see the difference. If I disable the additive, you will see the lot of the hair detail is coming back because of the additive, and also this background. Additive is not only effective for the hair, it is also very effective when you have a defocus, I mean the defocus edges. So as you can see here also, yeah, here is not affecting that much because we already did this gamma down trick, maintaining the lot of the edge detail. As you can see, before it's looking very sharp, now it's looking very smooth, and it's matching with the plate also. Okay, so as you can see, this frame is looking very good. So if I come here, we have to check this guy also. So if I view this additive, as you can see, this guy is coming here, and if I go here, if I disable the additive, it's not affecting this one because I didn't add any additive to this guy, because let's try to add this part also, and let's see what happens. So as you can see, in this case we are getting a detail, but it's not the detail we are getting some artifact. For this guy, we don't need to do additive, we need to blend this one, this edge. We don't see this hard edge, as you can see, because if you check the plate, in the plate we have a very nice soft edge, and here we have very hard edge. So it's same here also. So this is the additive part. So if you have any question about the additive, I will create a dedicated video about it. If you need anything, you can let me know in the comment below. See, the second step, we need to blend all the edges. So I have a dedicated tool which I created. So as you can see, this is called Edgeblend. So it's using the RGB pre-multed result and the background. You can do without pre-mult. You can do after the edge blending, you can do also the pre-mult, but I'm doing after. You can also do, like, you can add it here also, pre-mult. After the edge blending you can add a pre-mult here, but I'm doing the after the pre-mult. So if I view it here and I can enable this one, you will see the edge is looking pretty good now. It's soft and it's blending with this color. As you can see, it's blending with the color also. You may think this is the black issue, but the reality is the background is dark that side, because we did this trick here. Disable this one. See, we are seeing some difference here. What we have to do, we have to just remove from this side. So first of all, let's see. Yeah, it's coming from here. What you can do, we can add one roto. We can add a roto here and we can stencil this guy. So but I'm not gonna do, I'm just showing you the process what you have to do when you are blending the edges and everything. I'm using my tool here. So what is basically happening here, it's, if I open this tool here, I will show you what is happening here. Is basically I'm using the this alpha we have here. I'm inverting it, and this is the background we have, and I'm just multiplying it. So as you can see, the edge will blend, and then I'm pressing the plate, the pre-melted result on top. So as you can see, so this is the whole process here. This is happening, and I'm giving some controls here so we can manipulate the edge how we want. So this is the tool. As you can see here also, it's pretty good, but here I think it's going a bit sharp, so we need to refine this one separately. So that's why I said use a key mix and refine this one separately. As you can see, I have a couple of rotos here for the face and for the shoulder also. Go to the last frame. So now the girl part is done, so we need to check the edge blending here also. See, if I turn this off, you will see, and if I turn on, as you can see, this is looking sharp and cut out. So if on this, it's looking blending, but we can see some darkness, and it's coming from this. As you can see, in this we did this gamma trick, so it's coming from here. So what I can do, because we have a same roto here, we have this roto, I can copy this roto from here and I can paste it here, and I can take one merge. I'm just stenciling this alpha, so this will not gonna make this part darker. See, so now we don't see the black edge issue. As you can see, if you see a little bit, we have to do a lot more blending. So here also I think we are affecting on this side also. So we need to refine this a bit more. So we need to remove this edge issue here. And if you check this, if you check here, we can see the additive is working pretty nice. And when you have this much of brightness, you also have to check your alpha. So I did a lot of treatment on the alpha. If I show you here, so this is the alpha we have now. What I did basically here, I check the soft and the core matte also, because this much of brightness in the background, it's eating the alpha. So as you can see, we can see the hard edges here. In here we can see the softness is starting from here. See, as you can see, we need a little bit much smoother fall off here. We basically need to adjust alpha according to the big background, so we will not gonna see this hard edge issue. So if I check my additive in this frame, see, with additive we are getting that much detail back. The output is look like this, and if I view this one, as you can see, we are getting this one. So this is the default one, and this is the treatment, the edge blending and this thing here. And the last thing what I have is a little bit of light trap, because this light is so bright, so we need to add a little bit of light trap here. But I think this one is too much, we don't need that much light trap, so I'm just going here and reducing the amount. 2 is fine, I think. Yeah, I think this much is fine. You can also reduce. See, before it's looking cut out, but now it's looking like a bit nicer and softer. See, as you can see here also, before it's looking very cut out, and now it's more smooth. You can refine it later. As I said, here we need to refine this one. So let's see the problem and how we can solve the problem. So as you can see, we are seeing some issue here, this issue, and it's actually coming from the clean plate. As I said, when we are doing additive, it's coming in additive because our plate, so this is the clean plate and this is the plate. If you check, they are not matching. If you check here, this part, they are not matching because this is a denoise, but it's not properly denoised. So as you can see, that's why we are seeing this issue here. And when we are doing clean plate, we are missing this one. If in our plate we don't have this detail, I mean this noisy pattern, so in the clean plate we also seeing some flatness. I mean the plate and this will be matched, but because we seeing this and this colored, I mean the pattern difference, in the additive we are getting this one, because the whole purpose of the additive is basically finding the difference between the plate and the clean plate, and the result is only the hair detail we are missing, I mean the entire FG character. So we are basically finding the difference between the plate and the clean plate, and the result we are adding in our comp. So we are getting this issue. To fix that, we need to do a proper denoise first of all. So then this issue will be automatically gone. Other issue we are seeing, see, as you can see, we are seeing some matte issues here. So I think we have to check where it's coming. So as you can see here, we don't have, so that means it's coming from additive also. Yeah, as you can see, it's coming from additive, and we have to check our clean plate. In the clean plate we are seeing this one, created a clean plate, and let's see this one, let's compare. As you can see, we left this here, so that's why we are seeing this one. Let's open the roto, and yeah, as you can see, we are left this part here. So let's just increase this one, see, it will gone here, and it will not gonna come in our additive. For now I'm just making this a live. We are also recovering the hair in the RGBA. So let's see now this frame. So as you can see, we have this issue in this output also, and now we fix that one and we get hair detail more. So that's how you have to check, and basically that's how you have to do additive and the edge blending, all this other stuff. The idea of the edge blending is basically what I show you in this tool, what I have. If you have the Nuke Survival Toolkit, in that one, if you go here, Nuke Survival Toolkit, in the template section, you also have this keying template. In that one you can also see this edge blending section, the thing I show here, but I made a tool for it. I can just connect these to pipe and just good to go. So that's how I do edge blending. I basically do I use my tool here, and I do additive. As you can see in this one, I'm using this tool just for that man here, because when you're doing this one now, you have to do a locally. If I am taking, because the value is I set this for this character only. If I want to do edge blending for this girl, then I'm doing a separate one, and I'm key mixing here again. So let's go this frame where we are seeing this girl, this hard line. As you can see, we have this one. So let's fix that here also and see how we can fix that one. First of all, you need to identify where it is coming from. Let's see the pre-mult result, and let's see this one. Let's turn off the additive and see if it is coming from additive. No, it's not coming from additive. Let's turn off this one and see. Yeah, as you can see, it's coming from this, and it's coming from here also. Okay, so what I am thinking, I will do one more edge blending with this my tool. Typing the edge blend. So I have this tool set here. Let's connect the background to the background, and we need a FG. So I'm just connecting this one directly here. Adjust the pipe first of all. So for now I'm just keeping this one like this. So in the tool I am just setting this to pre-multed, and I'm taking one key mix. So the key mix and connecting here and connecting this one here, setting this to RGBA, just for the security, because we don't want to mess with the alpha. So, and just quickly see, I'm just drawing a roto, and let's see. when it's merging. Let's see how it's fixing or not. Okay, so as you can see, by default it is fixing. See, we're not seeing this issue here, but we are losing, I think we are losing the detail. I mean, it's blending very well, but I think we don't want to mess the edges. We see in the plate we have very nice smooth edges, and let's see in the output we have that. We have, but we need a little bit of follow-up. Previous output and this one, as you can see, we remove it. We need to do a little bit of changes. So for that, I'm just switching this to the previous render, previous precomp, just for the speed up purpose. Okay, so in my tool, let's first of all add a blur. Okay, so in this one, I'm just quickly checking what you can do. Yeah, as you can see, now it's looking way better than previous. As you can see, we can see all the dark edge. You can follow the dark edge. Now we're blending very nicely with the background, so I'm keeping that one here, and let's increase this roto to only for that girl. This is how you have to do a edge blend. You have to do a locally. I mean, I'm just doing this part because the value I set it only for this area. I'm doing locally, so that means I'm only keeping this part here. So as you can see, this shoulder is very fixed. It's looking very nice. See, before and after. So I'm keeping that, and I can come here and I can reduce some mix value. I mean 0.8. Let's see how it's looking, because I need a little bit of darkness. So I'm just 0.7. Yeah, as you can see, it's looking very nice. So I'm happy what I did here, and I think we need to check. See, this is looking very hard here. We have to check the plate. So let's see the plate, and in the plate we also have that, but I can see some issue here. We need to find why this is coming. See, it's looking very hard, and I think, see, we also see some Despill issues here. I'm just copying this one again and pasting here. Let me to connect this one here and here for that part, and let's see how it is coming. So I'm using the AP Despill again. Do a limit so we can blend this one properly. As you can see now, that's how we have to do. So I'm doing a correction on only the one frame, so you get the idea how to do that, how to do the corrections. See, now it's looking very smooth here. Yeah, obviously, as you can see, the Despill color is way different. We need to adjust the Despill color also. I adjusted the Despill color. Now it's looking much better. See, it's looking much better, but I think we need to change the Despill color to that warm side. As you can see, I try to fix, and it's looking much better. Before we see the hard edge, and now it's looking much better. We can change the color. We can add a grade here, and we can change the color, but this is how you can do the treatment piece by piece, and this is, you have to build your key. So if I show you this previous one, see, in this one and in this one, you can see the lot of the change. See, this edge we fixed very nicely, and here we added a little bit of light wrap, and we did a edge blend here also. First thing we have to do, we have to just merge our FG with the background, and then we have to add a Despill and this gamma down trick on the background using the foreground alpha. After that, we can add we can do a edge blending here as I show you, and then you can add a light wrap and anything like that. And after that, we need to add a grain also to add on the overall plate, I mean the background also, and this one. So because I have this one here, we also need a denoise plate. Sorry, I'm taking a noise plate also, because I have a denoise. This input is denoise, so I'm just taking this one. Let's use a dark grain. So if you don't have a dark grain, make sure you can download, and I think in the Nuke survival toolkit we also get the dark grain. I don't know, I don't remember, but get the dart grain because it's very nice. Let me just switch this to alpha here, so it will be much faster. So in the dart grain, what you need to do, so in plate we are connecting, this is the plate we have, and here we need a so this is the denoise plate we have here. So this is a degrain plate we have here, and it's also need a plate. So I'm adding one dot here and connecting here, and I'm going on top of the script because there is a reformat and all that stuff. What you have to do, you have to press the analyze button, and then the dart grain will analyze the footage and the degrain plate also, and it will add a grain on your comp. So in the industry we are also using a dart grain, so make sure you will understand how the dart grain work. Check the dedicated tutorial about the dart grain. Regraining is very important. First of all, you need to do a degrain properly, and then you can do a regrain properly. So this is the process. I think this is done. Let's see how it's looking. Let's zoom in a bit. So as you can see in the background, we can see the grain. So in the final, I think we successfully added the grain in the foreground also. Let's see. So if I turn off the dart grain, see, this is the degrain comp we have, and this is the grain. See, when you adding a grain, you also get back the original detail. If I view this comp one and the plate, as you can see, they are looking very close. I mean, they are looking very similar. As you can see, there is no difference. So this is the dart grain. Its dart grain is very good for this kind of regraining process. So make sure you adapt the dart grain. So after that, after regraining, we can render this one out. And still, this is the VIP version. We have to refine it. All the issue, as I said, I refined it couple of the tech check in this video. You can refine it yourself, but the final stage, the tech check, is taking way longer time because we are checking the every pixel, and then it will get approved. So practice, you will learn a lot when you are doing a tech check and doing a keying and all that stuff. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment below, and I will try to help you. And let me know the next which topic you want. I will make a tutorial about it. So thank you for watching and stay connected. Bye.